Welcome to the Dinar Community Channel, your source for real insight into Iraq's financial transformation. A major development has just emerged in Iraq's economic reform agenda. The Iraqi Gazette, the government's official legal publication, has officially released details on a newly enacted piece of legislation known as the Four-Phase Currency Exchange Law, a measure long anticipated by currency watchers, economists, and investors alike. While rumors around the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) have circulated for years, this new legislation replaces speculation with concrete policy. For those in the U.S. following the dinar and the potential for a revaluation (RV), this law marks one of the most tangible signs yet that Iraq is moving forward with real economic reform. But instead of jumping to conclusions, it's crucial to analyze what the law actually says, and what each of the four stages means for Iraqis and international holders of the currency. Step 1. Redefining what exchangeable currency means in Iraq. The first stage of the law lays the groundwork by clearly defining what qualifies as legal and exchangeable currency in Iraq. This is a pivotal shift. The law introduces strict criteria for what characteristics a currency, especially the dinar, must meet to be recognized for formal exchange. These criteria include standards for how currency is issued, how it is backed, and how the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI) will oversee its legal status. This move brings Iraq in line with global practices, drawing on benchmarks set by institutions like the IMF and the BIS. For holders of dinar in the U.S. and abroad, this signals a clear intention from Iraq to integrate with the international financial system. It's a step toward legitimacy and global alignment, an essential foundation if a revaluation or redenomination is to be recognized globally. Step 2. A clear protocol for adjusting the dinar's exchange rate. The second part of the law introduces a detailed, regulated process for how and when the CBI can adjust the value of the dinar. This isn't merely a procedural detail, it's about building transparency, credibility, and trust. Under the new law, any change to the exchange rate must follow a well-defined path, including advance notices, strict documentation, and coordination with global financial bodies like the IMF. Moreover, any rate changes must be publicly announced through recognized outlets, including the Iraqi Gazette, official websites, and international news services. For those anticipating a revaluation, this doesn't mean it's happening immediately, but it does mean the pathway is now legal, formal, and transparent. Iraq is making it clear that future value changes will happen in a lawful, internationally coordinated manner, not through surprise announcements or closed-door deals. Step 3. Creating a legal gateway for international dinar transactions. The third component focuses on international engagement. This section outlines how foreign banks, currency exchanges, and financial platforms can legally handle Iraqi dinar. It's a vital part of connecting Iraq's domestic financial system with the global marketplace. The law mandates reporting standards, digital verification, and transparency protocols that would enable secure interaction with the IQD. It even includes language paving the way for future use of blockchain and secure digital transaction ledgers. This opens the door for U.S. banks and platforms to eventually offer services involving the dinar within a legal framework. For dinar holders outside Iraq, this could mean a future where converting dinar is simple, secure, and legitimate, once the full structure is in place. Step 4. Combating fraud, black market activity, and manipulation. The final part of the law confronts the persistent problem of currency fraud and black market manipulation. Iraq is introducing strong compliance measures aimed at cleaning up its financial sector. These include audit trails, strict reporting obligations for institutions handling dinar, and the formation of an oversight body with investigative power. Penalties for non-compliance range from fines to license suspension, and even criminal charges for intentional misconduct. For international observers, this is a signal that Iraq is serious about rebuilding financial credibility and investor trust. Without this compliance backbone, any reform would likely be dismissed by global institutions. But now, with enforceable laws in place, Iraq is stepping into a more mature, disciplined financial era. Redenomination versus revaluation. What's the real story? One commonly misunderstood concept is redenomination, which many wrongly interpret as devaluation. Redenomination simply changes how currency values are represented numerically, it doesn't reduce real value. For example, replacing a 25,000 Iraqi dinars note with a 25 Iraqi dinars note of equal purchasing power. This move reflects Iraq's push to simplify its financial system, increase transparency, and reduce confusion. It's also a sign of returning economic confidence, usually adopted by countries that are moving beyond past inflation toward stability. Importantly, for those holding dinar overseas, redenomination doesn't diminish the value of holdings. Instead, it shows that Iraq is ready to modernize and increase financial literacy across its population. Public education. Empowering citizens with knowledge. Reform doesn't stop at legislation. Iraq has launched a broad public awareness campaign to help its people understand the new law and redenomination process. From urban centers to remote villages, the government is using TV, radio, print, and local meetings to ensure everyone is informed. This isn't just about distributing information, it's about inclusion. The campaign is being delivered in multiple dialects and languages, and features government officials and trusted community voices. The goal is to build an informed public that's less susceptible to fraud and more engaged in the national reform process. Global markets are starting to take Iraq seriously. As this law gains attention, global financial players are beginning to reassess Iraq. Banks across the Gulf, investment groups in Asia, and global institutions are watching Iraq's economic indicators closely. One major reason: Iraq's foreign currency reserves are now stronger than they've been in over 20 years, thanks to disciplined oil exports and stronger fiscal controls. With these reserves in place, Iraq has the financial stability to pursue reform without relying on risky debt or foreign assistance. For investors, this shows Iraq isn't merely testing reforms, it has the capacity to sustain them. From speculation to structure, the shift is real. For years, discussions about the Iraqi dinar lived in the world of speculation and rumor. But with this new law, we've moved into a new phase: implementation. Ministries are coordinating, banks are adjusting their systems, and educational efforts are ramping up. This is no longer about what might happen, it's about what is already happening. No one can guarantee the timing of any currency shift. But now, for the first time, there is a government-backed, enforceable legal framework guiding the process. That marks a clear and critical change. Final thought. Stay informed and stay cautious. So, is the dinar about to RV overnight and make everyone rich? No, not at this moment. But what this new law does provide is structure, credibility, and real international engagement. For holders of the dinar, that matters. It doesn't mean instant wealth, but it does validate years of waiting. Iraq's financial system is maturing, and with this law, the path to global reintegration has begun. That means, checkmark stick to official channels. Checkmark avoid shady deals promising private rates. Checkmark watch for announcements from the CBI and Ministry of Finance. Checkmark don't fall for hype. The opportunity may be real, but so are the risks. Iraq's economic reawakening is underway. And for those paying attention, the groundwork being laid today could shape a very different tomorrow. Like and subscribe for more videos.